Thank you for tuning in to 3 Minutes of Inspiration. My name is Angie, and I want to talk to those of you out there who are feeling like you're in a place of you're undecided and you're feeling overwhelmed, and maybe you're just confused about which direction God is taking you, and it seems like your life has been up and down, bumps and bruises, and it doesn't seem like God is moving in your life. It does not seem like you're reaching the heights that you want, and the business hasn't taken off like you thought it would. The relationship that you thought was going to prosper has not. It just declined. And so I'm speaking to those of you who are in a transition, and to let you know that transition is normal. It's part of your growth, and your spiritual growth. It's part of your natural growth, and God uses transition to promote us. He used transition to develop us and mold us into a place of purpose. You know, don't get discouraged because you're in a rough place and people might be looking at you saying, where is your God? And you at one point had it together, and it seemed like in a moment, in a twinkle of an eye, you lost everything. You had to move. You had to transition your family. You have to transition your job. But in that place, know that it is purpose. Know that God has a plan for you, and know that in your pain, God is going to get the glory. There is power in your pain. Pray for your enemies, even in your lowest point in your life. Just as Jesus did. He was at his lowest point in his life, and even on that cross, as he took those whips and beatings for us, he still looked up to his Father, and he said, Lord, I pray for my enemies, Lord, for they know not what they do. Forgive them, Father. So even as your enemies don't recognize who you are because you're going through a transition, pray for them. Pray that God have mercy on them, because the Bible also talks about touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. And just because right now everything is uncertain and it might seem like you lost some things in your life, I want to let you know that God is getting ready to promote you. God's glory is getting ready to be seen upon you. And those same enemies that saw you when you were on the cross, those are the same enemies that God's going to allow them to see you rise with all power. So just know, in this moment of transition, God is getting you ready for the next level. He's getting ready to promote you. And don't get weary. Stand fast. Hold on to God's unchanging hand and let him work in your life. I hope that you were blessed, inspired on this session. For more inspiration, click on the videos to your left, and to follow us on social media platforms, please click on the description links below. I pray that you have a blessed week, and stay tuned for next week.